Hey everyone, I'm so glad to be your podcast friend. Listener support is what makes this podcast possible. When you sign up for a Like You subscription, you can gain access to special bonus content. Please consider supporting this show by subscribing through Apple Podcasts or Patreon. You can find more information about this in our episode notes. Thanks, and here's today's show. Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, Mindfulness for Kids. I'm so glad that you're here. On this episode, we're talking about friendship, and I'm glad to have a friend like you. So, listeners of all ages, find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. As I ask questions and invite you to say affirmations, you're welcome to speak out loud, or as always, you can just think your responses quietly in your mind. I'd like to start, as usual, with a breathing exercise. But sometimes it's fun to get all our wiggles out before we take a few calming breaths. Since friendship is about having fun together, let's have a bit of fun with our breathing exercise. I've got a song to help guide us through it. You can just listen to the words and follow along with what I sing. We'll start with some wiggling and dancing, so feel free to get a bunch of energy out in whatever way is fun for you. But when I say stop, find a comfy spot and get ready to relax and breathe deep. Here we go.
First you wiggle, 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 wiggle. Shake your head and dance around. Spin around in a circle. Jump up off of the ground. One more wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle high and wiggle low. Spin around a little slower. Let all of your wiggles go. Then you stop. Take a deep breath. Relax head to toe. Close both your eyes. Keep breathing nice and slow. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out.
That was fun, but also very relaxing. Friendship can be that way too. A good friend can have lots of silly fun running around and playing games, but they can also have a good time just sitting quietly together while reading or drawing or just hanging out. We'll talk more about being a friend in a moment, but first, let's all be a friend to ourselves by saying, I like me. We'll do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. You are caring, thoughtful, and reliable. And those are some of the things that make you a great friend. What else do you think makes a good friend? Take a few minutes to think about that and feel free to share your thoughts out loud. I know you have some wonderful ideas about being friends. Here are a few things that most people agree makes a good friend. Good friends make you feel good. They say and do things that make you happy by showing kindness, giving you compliments, or just having fun. Good friends support each other. If you need a hand, a good friend will help you out. If you're trying something new, they'll cheer you on. If you're feeling sad or frustrated or hurt, they'll check on you and help you feel better. Good friends are trustworthy. If you tell them a secret, they won't spread it to other people. And if you tell them something embarrassing, they won't be judgmental or make fun of you for it. Good friends listen. They're interested in what you have to say. They don't constantly talk over you or interrupt. Good friends don't have to have everything in common. Everyone is different, and they have their own unique interests and hobbies. A good friend won't make you feel bad for liking something different. Instead, they'll encourage you to be yourself. Good friends respect your boundaries. If you tell them something makes you uncomfortable, they'll stop. You may have occasional arguments or disagreements, but if you tell a friend that they've hurt your feelings, they'll be sorry and will try not to do it again. And lastly, a good friendship goes both ways. You'll both have a chance to talk, to choose activities, to give and receive compliments. In a good friendship, everyone is making each other feel good. Having a good friendship is a wonderful thing. Take a moment to stop and think about someone who's a good friend to you. Maybe it's one person. Maybe it's a whole group of friends. Just think about someone who makes you feel good, who supports you, who listens to you, who's trustworthy, and who respects your boundaries. Once you've thought of someone who is a good friend, let's send them a loving kindness wish. Close your eyes and picture them in your head. Imagine giving them a hug or a high five or maybe a secret handshake. Now, in your mind, say to them, "Thank you for being a friend." Then say, "I wish for you to be healthy, happy, and safe." That's a great wish to make, because friends celebrate the good things that happen for each of them. Of course, no friendship is perfect. In any relationship, there will be times when you disagree, argue, or hurt each other's feelings. But there are some things that good friends don't do. They don't lie or mislead you. They don't try to make you feel bad or get others to laugh at you. They don't say mean things behind your back. They don't pressure you to do things that you don't want to do. If someone you know is doing these things to you, they may be what some people call a frenemy or even a bully. So, what should you do if someone you consider a friend isn't treating you the way a good friend should? First, remember that the problem isn't you. If someone is being mean and making you feel bad, it's not your fault. If their behavior makes you feel bad, they are the one who needs to change, not you. But what you can do is talk to them about how their behavior makes you feel. Calmly explain how the things they're doing have hurt or upset you. Sometimes people can be hurtful without trying to or even realizing that they're doing it. But if you tell them that their behavior made you feel bad, a true friend will feel sorry and they won't do it again. Sometimes all it takes is speaking up to tell them how you feel. If they're a good friend, they'll change their behavior to stop making you feel bad. But if they blame you, refuse to apologize, or keep doing the things that hurt you, it may be time to move on. You can look for other friends who treat you kindly and make you feel good about yourself, because you deserve to have good friends. That might bring up another question for some of you. How do you make a new friend? Maybe an old friend hasn't treated you well and you're looking for new friends. Or maybe you've just moved to a new town or a new school. what do you do if you want to make a new friend? You could start by being a good friend yourself. Find someone who seems like a kind person and treat them the way friends do. Maybe you could start by complimenting their shoes or their hair or their glasses. You could point out something that you have in common. Or you could try asking them about themselves and be a good listener. Ask about what they like to do, or maybe what their favorite podcast is. Maybe you'll make an instant connection, or maybe a friendship will grow slowly over time. One of the most important things of all is being a good friend to yourself. Saying affirmations is one way to remind yourself what a good friend you are. So let's say some affirmations together now. Here's an example from one of our listeners.
Hello, my name is Kenny. I am from Vietnam and I am 8 years old. Here's my favorite affirmation. My uniqueness is what makes me special.
My uniqueness is what makes me special. Thanks for sharing that affirmation, Kenny. Now let's all say a few more affirmations together. Since this episode is all about friends, I decided to have a couple of friends join me to say affirmations. Longtime listeners will recognize the voices of Maya and Esso from past episodes. As always, we'll say each affirmation twice, so you can listen the first time, then repeat it the second time. Here we go. I love myself exactly as I am. I love myself exactly as I am.
I have people who love and respect me. I have people who love and respect me.
There is no one better to be than myself. There is no one better to be than myself.
I like what makes me different. I like what makes me different.
I love people who are different than me. I love people who are different than me.
I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be loved.
I am grateful for my friends. I am grateful for my friends.
If you fall, I will help you up. If you fall, I will help you up.
I surround myself with friends who make me feel good. I surround myself with friends who make me feel good.
I woke up today ready to love. I woke up today ready to love.
I deserve to be treated with kindness. I deserve to be treated with kindness.
I am beautiful inside and out. I am beautiful inside and out.
The world needs someone like me. The world needs someone like me.
I am a good friend. I am a good friend. Now, let's take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together. If any of those affirmations stood out to you, feel free to write them down or just store them safely in your mind to say when you need it. If you have an affirmation that is special to you, I would love to hear it. If you'd like to send a recording of your favorite affirmation to play on the show, have a grown-up check our website or episode notes for more information. I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. Like You is a production of Perpetual Motion. It is made possible by our subscribers on Patreon and Apple Podcasts. Become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/likeyoupodcast or by tapping subscribe on our show page in Apple Podcasts. You can also tell your friends about the show or leave a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. Like You is written and hosted by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music and other music that appeared in this episode. Our podcast cover art was illustrated by Maya Sane, and our episode art is created by Lindsay Glenn. Grown-ups can find more information about Like You by visiting our website at likeyoupodcast.com. Thanks for listening.